Hello folks, this is the Roaming Casual back again. Today we're going to try live streaming. This is partly to make sure my settings are okay for tomorrow, which was the planned live stream day, but also might as well go ahead and get started, right? So we're doing the newbie quests in Gridania, and right now we are dealing with the parasitic fungars in trees apparently, so let's get to that. So there are 3 trees that we're gonna have to fix. Looks like the third one's over here. Of course, since we are a Lobby Conjurer, we've only got a few abilities. We've got Arrow that acts as a dot. We've got Stone, which basically throws rocks at our enemies. And we've got a Heal, which we don't really need right now, thank goodness. Alright, we've taken care of those. We also need to go after some Nulls. I think that's how you say that. Get an egg for breakfast. And you can see the Nulls have this little meteor icon on top of their heads. That means that they are for our main story quest. And they helpfully put this cone on the ground when they're going to attack us, and we just have to dodge out of the way. Let's see. I believe we need to head up from here. Oh, didn't quite dodge that one apparently. The downside to having casting time spells is that sometimes you don't really get a chance to dodge out of the way fast enough. At least it's fairly simple to keep them to coming at us one at a time. Alright, one egg. Let's see if I can just run out of here. Right. Ah, you have returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to someone at the Bannock? Null eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. The perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Okay. Did you take care of the fungi infestation? Yes, at last I can enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say, I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-splattered glory. You have my thanks. Oh, upgraded gloves. Thank you. And he has another quest. After the thrashing you gave those infernal fungars, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. Microchews. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily the forest would be only too happy to provide, but these days there are just too bloody many of them. So many they're leaching every last nutrient from the ground. You think the soil was put here just for you and your microchew mates? The rage. Yes, I see the rage. Alright. First, let's put on our new gloves. Then we can go deal with 8 microchews. That is a lot. Apparently we have crushed our enemies. That's good to know. Swap him on the head with a stick. Alright, halfway done. Just 2 more. Now you'll notice these guys have a little Q icon on top of their heads, or maybe a speech bubble, depending on how you want to look at it. That's because these are for side quests, whereas the ones with the meteors over their head are for the main quest. Turn that into somebody else. Just shows that I should pay better attention to the quest text. Alright, that gives us a belt. Which is interesting to note because the belts will be going away in the new expansion. Alright, so let's go this way, turn in our egg. Oh, it's like I went around the long way. That person is on a flying turtle. Alright. Another delivery. And we can get a new stick. We have a crisis on our hands. I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Suppose. Listen well, we haven't much time. To the southeast there lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hearer ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hearer and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Ah, you heard me true, a shadow. On any other day I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixal incursion to the West Shroud nary a Beligo. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in order to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please, say you will help us. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now we're racing against time, so you had best make haste. Alright, so where are we headed? We are headed southeast. Sprint. This way it looks like. Yes. And there's a meteor up here. Five remain unaccounted for. Alright. Now you can see these ones also have an icon above their head, this little bullseye looking thing. And this means that they are for our hunt log, which gives us bonus XP for taking out a certain number of them. In this case, 3. Alright. And these guys are aggro. See, they have a red triangle next to their name. That means that they'll attack us when they get close enough. Adventurer, you must save the here. I, on the other hand, am leaving. You'd think one of these guys would be interested in staying to help the here, but no. Just taking out the imps. That thing is no elemental, but a being born of darkness. Here languishes alone in the depths. You must help him! Walks away. Yeah, okay. Mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. I have the feeling I've been level synced. But this is a really bad time for you to have popped up a help text thing. Alright, one golem taken care of. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Good timing. Fancy meeting you here. How are things? More birds. How many times does that make today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. You think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered. The same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamun's anomaly is affecting life in the Twelves Wood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louisoix forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Next, stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. They're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. It's hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of a planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12 Woods barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. The Sylphs had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ida, look. Golly, and what is that exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Lifeman's stump. We must hurry. You alright? Your eyes glazed over there for a while. The good news is the hero is unharmed. Dazed, yes, but the whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the 12's Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight, and the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12 Woods' eternal guardians. But you have done more than your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. But where are my manners? I am Papalimo, and the tactless woman beside me here is... Ida! Papalimo and I are surveying the 12th Wood together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there's something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Alright, now we need to make our way back out through the Imps again. there's a fate down here to kill more imps. It's kind of a shame imps aren't on the hunt log. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Go to Gridania and seek out Mjorn. She will thank us on their behalf. We don't have to clear out the fate, but I do want to make sure he doesn't surprise us. No, actually, we're going back to Mother Mjorn, so we should be able to just return. Welcome back. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern if ever there were one. It's only a shame I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the heroes have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antionot whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune, guild levies. Guild levies are records of various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Okay. Coming festival is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over the proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Astra. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. And we now have access to recommendations, which will display quests or duties currently available in the area. Class quest rewards. Impressed by your progress, Mjorn wishes to send you on to Bent Branch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. Okay. we've got 2 quests for Bent Branch Meadows. Let's have a quick look. Doesn't look like there's anything else that's popped up in here. We do need to go to East Shroud for the wind trial. So let's see, if we go to Central, we can get to East around that way. Or we could take the pier. We'll take the pier. Alright. So we go to the Lancers Guild. And take the ferry to East Shroud. We get sent out to East Shroud later, but for right now, we're just trying to do our class quest. And we head back over to the pier. Get attacked by a swarm of honeybees. We're going around the long way just because the vultures are aggro, and we don't want to end up with like 12 of them on us. And then she sends us back over again to examine the corrupted air in the area. See if we can sprint over there this time. You should not face it alone. Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you sent me over here to face it alone. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to full flower. Couldn't just talk here? Apparently not. We can't quite return, but we can teleport. And head to Conjurer's Guild. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They make you study wind? Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever these dreary lessons tell you. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you. I wanted to let you know that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What are you thinking? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's precisely the point. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere in our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet, however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak with you on one further matter. Thus far, you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you the leave to join other guilds. Gridania is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. But I ask that you bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and want to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you placed conjury above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be to the honor of all concerned. Yay! And we get a new tunic. And gear sets are now available. Let's go ahead and equip our new tunic. That's an outfit. And we'll go ahead and give ourselves 1 gear set for Conjurer. Element of water. Where would that be? That would be an easy shroud again. So we'll probably hold off on that until after we've finished some of the Branch Meadows stuff. But yeah, so this is where we are. We've just finished our level 10 Conjurer quest, even though we're 15. And we're getting ready to go to Branch Meadows and do the quest there. And yeah, we're just starting on our adventure. I am going to call it here just because it is incredibly hot where I am. But I hope to see y'all on Saturday when I should be getting started a little bit earlier. And hopefully that will make it so that the heat won't be as big a deal. But thanks for watching.